Wi-Fi, no wires, so all you have is magic. Hi everybody, I'm Dave, and this is Down the Road We Go. This morning what we're going to do is talk about Wi-Fi. Now let me give you some background on Wi-Fi and my opinions on them. Wi-Fi is just like a normal network, but a normal network has wires and magic. Wi-Fi, no wires, so all you have is magic. Magic breaks down, it doesn't work sometimes, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you just have to keep that in mind. One other thing you might want to think about is if you're in a campground or any place that has a low input to their Wi-Fi, in other words, their backbone to their provider is no more than a meg or two, and they've got to split that up between 50 and 60 people, you're not going to get much of a signal. Basically, to make it in layman's term, if you have a hose, a water hose, and you're running 10 pounds of pressure to that water hose, and you put a longer water hose on it and a whole bunch of extensions, do you think you're going to get 10 pounds of pressure at each extension? No, it's going to just be a trickle out there. No matter how many extensions you put on that water hose, it's not going to increase the volume. Wi-Fi is the same way. If you can get a good signal, a good connect signal, that has nothing to do with speed. If their speed is slow and you have a connection straight across the board to their Wi-Fi connection because it's right outside your trailer and it's slow, nothing you can do about it. It's going to be slow. But what we do is I like to get a good connection. Now there's two ways of doing that, with an inside antenna and an outside antenna, and I have both. What we've done is we've bought, now this works for us. It may not work for you or anybody else, but it works for us. But we're not that real big dependent on Wi-Fi. Worst comes to worst, I'll go down the street to McDonald's or something. But anyway, we've bought two of these Pepwave little routers, and what they do, you can set them up to grab any open Wi-Fi, or you can set them up to grab the campground Wi-Fi that's got a SSID in it. All you have to do is get on a computer and get in here and set that up, and it's going to, if the signal's good enough, it'll connect to it. You know, and again, their signal has to be good. What this does is it rebroadcasts the Wi-Fi signal inside the trailer. Okay? When you have laptops and phones and some pads, they don't have that good of antennas in them. And you're inside here and the Wi-Fi signal is, it could be really fast, but if it's too far away, you're not going to get it. Okay? What these things do is drag that signal in, amplify it, and send it out to your devices in here. Now I said amplify. It'll amplify the signal, which makes it easier to connect to this box. It does not increase the speed. There's no way this is going to increase the speed. All it's going to do is take whatever it gets and deal it out in a stronger signal so that your devices can attach to it. Okay? Now, like I said, we bought two of them. One of them we're going to put in here in the back of the TV, and it's going to have the antenna on it like this. And what we'll do then is configure it when we get to a campground. If the Wi-Fi signal's not too bad, you know, we'll go ahead and reconfigure this to take in that Wi-Fi signal and go ahead and rebroadcast it inside. That way there's a stronger signal to attach to it. Again, the speed is not going to be any different whether you're attached straight to the Wi-Fi network of the campground or wherever you're staying, or if you're attached to this and then the campground. All this does is give you a better connection signal. Okay? Now the other one here, we're going to put that in the basement. Now it'll still rebroadcast, but the reason we're putting that in the basement is I've got an outside antenna, which is omnidirectional antenna about that big, and we're going to put it up on a mast. And what that helps with is, say the Wi-Fi antenna is, you know, 150 feet or 200 feet away. That's pretty far, and it's just not going to, this one with the inside antenna is not going to pick it up that good. This one with the outside antenna will pick that up. It'll draw that signal in and then rebroadcast it inside. Another good thing this is good for, that outside one, is say you know, you're boondocking someplace, but you're, you know, maybe in Walmart and you're trying to pick up Walmart signal or McDonald's down the street, you put out that outside antenna and you can pick that up a lot easier. It'll pick it up probably half a mile away easy. And if it's got a good clean signal, you'll be able to get your Wi-Fi in your trailer. You won't have to go down the street to McDonald's. So that's what we're going to do today. So this video is going to be about installing the inside and the outside Wi-Fi antenna. Hope you enjoy it, guys, and we'll be back in a little bit starting to set it up. Okay, what we're going to do is hook up the inside Wi-Fi Pepwave, and what we're going to do is put it in the back of the TV against the back wall. Pretty simple installation. We've already stuck it up there actually. As you can see, we have it like Velcro to the wall, and all we have to do is plug it in whenever we want to use it. It'll stay unplugged all the time unless we want to use it. So the big thing is configuring it, and we're going to first go out and do the outside one and put the antenna up and show you what we're talking about, and then we'll come back and we'll configure each one of them. Okay, so we'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, this is where we mounted the Pepwave for the outside antenna. It's in the basement next to the water closet there where everything's hooked up. And what we've done is we've run the cable down and through the hole there down to the outside. Now this is the way we'll hook it up whenever we need the outside antenna. In other words, we're too far away, we really can't get a good signal, so we'll hook it up here. So now we'll go to the other side of the trailer and I'll show you the antenna. Okay guys, here we are with the outside antenna. Now I got this, I think it was from the 3D store. There'll be a link down underneath the video here in the comments for the antenna. Now I bought this along with the two Pepwaves. They weren't that expensive, and I try to keep everything on the low end. Yeah, you can buy all kinds of fancy stuff and pay a whole bunch of money for it, and if that's what you need, get it, because you know, if you really need Wi-Fi constantly, you're working on the road, you want to get something better. This is just a temporary solution. We're not on the road all the time. Not a big deal about getting Wi-Fi. You know, like I said, if we have to, we'll go to McDonald's or Walmart or somewhere and pick up their Wi-Fi and use that. But you know, for the wife, and she gets on her pad a lot and I get on the phone, so it helps with a little bit of Wi-Fi if we can pick it up easy and cheap. Now this is the antenna. This is an omnidirectional antenna, so it'll pick up 360 degrees. The trick on this is getting it as far up in the air as you can get it. So what I did is I mounted it to this pole that extends, and I can extend it, I think the pole is like 8 foot, so I can extend it pretty far. And then I put on the other end to mount it, so we don't have to climb up on the top of the trailer or nothing, these suction cups. This is for taking glass out and windows. It didn't come out as neat as I wanted it here, and I may rework this and figure out a better way, but let me show you how it hooks up. Okay guys, now we're ready to put the antenna up on. We've extended it just a little bit. I don't want to extend it too far because I got the roof up there, but you'll get the idea. And the best way to do this is just clamp it to the window. I would not clamp this to the side of the RV. It could, with a wind blowing or something, could delaminate it. I've never had any problem though clamping it to the window. So what you do is stick it up, make sure it's pretty straight up and down. Click both tabs, and that's not coming off. And there you have it. So that way we can get the outside signal from 200 or 300 feet away. If we're in Walmart, it might be able to get the signal from inside Walmart. Depends on how close we're parked. Again, you know, it's just any place that you need a little bit of distance. If you're a little bit of distance from the Wi-Fi antenna that you're trying to pick up, this will really help. So now what we're going to do is go back inside, we'll get the laptop, and we'll show you how to configure both of them, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, what we're going to do now is we've got everything installed. We've got just the one. Now you only want to turn one of these on at a time or they're going to butt heads with each other. So we've got the one turned on in the back of the TV, and what we're going to do is go in on the computer and configure it. So the first thing we have to do is attach it to that one. Now if it's in default mode, I've already set it up with my own SSID, but if you're straight out of the box, it'll pop up. It'll pop up on your Wi-Fi. As soon as you attach to it, it'll pop up a browser, and we'll show you that here. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach to it. I've got it named RV1, and we're going to connect. Like I said, I've only connected to it once, so it takes a few seconds. Okay, it's connected, and it pops up the browser and comes up with the desktop here for the equipment. Okay, there we are. So it says Pepwave broadband possibilities, and right now it's in search mode. It's searching for a Wi-Fi setup or a Wi-Fi network. And what we can do is we go into settings, and there's a couple ways we can do this. We can either keep it in the mode it's in, which is it's got connect. It has a connect to any open mode AP, any open node on the AP. You can click that, or you can keep it disabled like I've got right now. Now, if you know there's a lot of open ones in that doesn't have any password or doesn't pop up a portal, then you can click that and it can get right on. If it's like McDonald's, it pops up a portal. So basically you have to, there's another one where it connects, but you can turn on that portal. So what we're going to do though is just leave it the way it is with disabled. We're going to go back to the wireless network name. Right now it says My SID. So what we're going to do is hit refresh, and we're going to see the networks pop up that are in the area that are close, and it shows the signals. So I'm going to go ahead and attach to my network, and I'm going to have to put a password in it. So and then we want to go down to the bottom, save it. Should come back. We can go back to the dashboard now, and we can watch to see if it's connected, because it'll start, says disconnected right now. What it's doing is it's getting ready to try to reconnect. Here we go. It's connecting to D Allen, which is my network name. It's acquiring a network address. Hopefully I typed in the right password. Okay. I must have typed in the password right. So it's connected to it, and now we can see that it's got a really good signal, and now we can do anything we want to do. We can go over here to Google, and we can go to YouTube, and there's the YouTube. So we can do anything we want basically. You know, my network's right outside the door. It's a pretty good size network, got a lot of bandwidth, so I don't have any problem there. Like I said, to set this up, you can put it for an open one, to search for an open one, or you can click that little, let's go over here to back to settings. And the best thing to do is just click that refresh, and it opens a little box, and it shows any networks that are nearby. And it'll show the signal strength, so that you know that you can attach to that one of them. One with the highest signal strength, that's the one you want to attach to, and you can do that then. If there's a pop-up screen, it'll pop up on your browser, and you can log in, and then you don't have to do that anymore once you've done it to that. Like I said, all this does is amplify the signal from the nearest Wi-Fi connection. It picks it up easier, and it amplifies it and puts it inside the RV. It has nothing to do with the signal strength. In other words, if they're only pushing 1 meg, that's all you're going to get. If nobody else is on it, you'll get 1 meg. But if a lot of people on it, it will degrade over time because there's so many people on it. What this helps out with is those networks that you try to get on it, they keep kicking you off and kicking you off. That's because you're not really close enough to the antenna, or there's so much traffic on it that it's just going to still kick you off, and it'll kick you off here too. But what this does is amplifies it. It's an extender. It will extend the network out to your Wi-Fi, into this object right here, this router. It'll extend it out to there. Again, it will not increase the signal strength as far as throughput. And then, in other words, exchanging pages. If it's slow on the Wi-Fi network that you're attached to, on everybody else, it's going to be slow on you no matter what you do. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Again, we appreciate everybody that watches the channel, and we really appreciate it when you subscribe. So if you could give us a thumbs up and subscribe and click that little bell there, we'd really appreciate it. And if you are looking for any kind of video on your RV to help you out, mods or anything like that, you know, leave us a message, and we'll see if we can do something about that. So take care, guys. Down the road we go. So have a good day.